Good morning, everyone, evening, wherever you're from. Welcome on the live stream. We're looking for potential longs on GU and EU. It's a bit waiting what will happen next. We might have an aggressive entry. We might have not an aggressive entry. It all depends. We need to check what will happen next. How we can anticipate it. The perfect entry would be if price wants to push down, takes out this area of liquidity, give us an entry model, and looking for longs into the higher time frame supply. We have to see and wait what will happen next, but there is a higher time frame area of supply. It's a daily supply. This supply didn't hold. Yesterday we had a long in the New York session, which was a pretty clean as long. It was the long I was waiting for since the whole session, with a nice area of support, bearish break of structure, and look what happened. We took out all that liquidity. It's so easy when you understand what the market is doing and how the market is working. It works from it goes from objective to objective, and that's pretty clean. Now it's sit and wait. Let's see what we can catch. I'm not so sure if the market will head down all the way to this area. It could be happening. I mean, nothing is guaranteed. Anything can happen. Is anyone looking at something in particular? Do you want me to go over any pair? Just share it in the live chat. Area of resistance here on the DXY would be nice if we take that out and then move down even further. Right, let's see how far we want to push down. We have this nice bull trap. Why is this a bull trap? Because internal structure has been stepping up. We have a bullish break of structure over here. And if we have a break of structure towards the upside, this is where, heaps of buyers will look for potential longs. They want to see, for example, price coming into that area like this. Bullish break of structure, last BOI, entry long. This is where we need to wait for all those buyers to be swept, and then we can look for a long, because we don't want to trade with all those other traders. We want to go against them. Look, there is an important thing here. This was still our true range. So we have a low, we have a high, lower, high, higher high. The only concern here on GU is that we have grabbed all this liquidity already. Even in this pre to London session, we have taken out all that liquidity. EU still is, I mean, yesterday we already grabbed that liquidity from this supply zone, but now it's reacting from this one over here. So yeah, if we break bearish, that would induce, well, loads and loads of sellers. Morning, welcome. good to have you here. Let's see what we can catch today. There could also be a possibility where price just don't want to go all the way down. And then we have to see and wait for potential inducements of sellers, and then we can long into that area. So it all depends if we need to be more aggressive or more defensive. But yeah, the best thing to do is wait for price to come to us instead of chasing it. I think that's pretty obvious. Again, if you got any questions, put them in the comment section. Happy to go over them. Easy. Other than that is just sit and wait. Sit and wait. I wouldn't be surprised if price just wants to move up. Let's see if it leaves liquidity on the lower time frames here. Nothing spectacular, to be honest. What's the 1 minute doing on EU? Bullish break of structure internally, obviously, over here. Could get an early bull trap over here. Let's see what happens next. It's a bit too easy. We want the market to push down significant. Same goes for EU. So much liquidity here. We have the trendline traders that looking for longs. We have the support traders looking for longs, and we have structure traders, or in other words, SMC traders, to look for longs. I hope we get some clean price action this session. Yesterday, especially on GU, was just, yeah, nerve-wracking, completely shit, to be honest. There was a nice entry in the New York session, which we caught over here, somewhere it was 10 pips stop loss-ish. Wanted to risk to reward, already over here got taken. Pretty nice trade, same principle. What do we want to see? We want to see an inducement of sellers, bearish break of structure, price trades into this area of supply, comes down, does another bearish break of structure. In the same time, it takes out all the support traders and it just wrecks them, inducing sellers, and price just completely flew off. Pretty clean trade if you ask me. But now we're looking for the same thing because, yeah, all of our trades are looking, yeah, quite the same. That's our strategy. We're trading against the market. We're trading against the majority. We want structure to turn against us. So when everyone is pressing sell, we can easily press buy. Welcome page, good morning. I hope we get some clean price action today. There's too much liquidity towards the downside. We need to grab that liquidity, that's for sure. If price wants to be aggressive and trade into this major supply zone over here, we can be a bit more aggressive, but yeah, preferences are coming down, taking out this area and then move up to go long. It's a pretty long way to go for price. It's about 26 pips ish, but yeah, well, anything can happen. It's obvious. How many pips does EU has to melt to take out at least some liquidity? Same, 26 pips, 25 pips ish. Is anyone looking at a pair in particular? You can put it in the chat. Happy to go over it. We just have to wait for price to do its thing anyway. So if anyone wants me to go over a pair, happy to do so. And just let me know. Look how buyers are getting induced here, right? Because what do we see? Again, more buyers in. Why? Because come down, we do a bullish break of structure, price steps into that last POI. This is where buyers come in. And I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to take them out. Same goes on GU, obviously. Again, if you want me to go over a pair, just let me know. Alright, it looks like price wants to go higher. There is no entry for me now. I'm not going to risk anything which isn't A+, or at least looking at an A trade. So yeah, we have to be a bit careful here and patient. We have to be patient because some weeks will give more opportunities than other weeks. This week's yeah, has been not the cleanest from price action, but the week before was pretty clean as. So it's always going up and down like the market. More opportunities, less opportunities, more opportunities, less opportunities. That's just how the market is. Why melting as well. There's liquidity here, internal liquidity. What's gold been doing? Pushing down area of potential resistance support. very interesting to see what happens. We had a huge meltdown yesterday, grabbed all this liquidity over here, then the market started to push again. Right, let's wait for that major push down, that huge sweep of liquidity. That would be so nice. Potentially coming from those early trapped buyers. Like I said, on the 1 minute, just too easy, right? Bullish break of structure, lost POI. This is where, yeah, believe it or not, but this is where buyers come in. It's just too easy in my opinion. But again, we have to be realistic here. I don't know if price wants to melt all the way through this area, but the market have surprised me more often, so it's all good. Morning, welcome. Any requests for a pair to break down? So let me know. We just have to wait. So yeah, easy to go over a couple of pairs. There is a potential stock that I'm waiting for. Let's see if we can find it. We just have some time, so I'm waiting for Intel Corp. Look, what is important when it comes to stocks is that we understand what our last drop-off point was structure-wise. So this was the drop-off point that created the bearish break structure on the weekly. What I want to see for price to show us that it wants to go higher is an open and close above this area on Intel. It could be on the daily, and we have an open and close on the daily, but we also rejecting this area, and that's something I do not like yet. So I want to see price do another push towards the upside. If so, it creates also internal liquidity, and we have a very nice gap in the market, and my entry will be just straight on the gap, because very often, as we can see, those gaps are there to be filled. Interesting. So what we do here is we use our money that we make with trading and we reinvest it to compound our money even more. We do it with all kinds of stuff. We do it with stocks, crypto, because we want to use money to make more money. It's that darn simple, guys. Waiting for this to melt. We have our alerts in place, so the market will notify us if it wants to go lower. Nice call on this one as well. Entered here. Again, look at the gap, filled the gap. It's that easy. UPS waiting for this. Boom. Procter & Gamble rejected the area. Look, this is why it's important to have a body and close open and close body above a certain level, understanding that price can reject from these areas, and this is why we didn't buy yet on Procter & Gamble, but we have to wait for more confirmations so we can look for a nice trade on that as well. That would be at least 13%, 12% to the highs. Consumer goods did well, and look at this chart, it's just going up and up and up. It's a good company to invest in. So yeah, interesting stuff. Just waiting for confirmations to buy this, and then yeah, enjoy the ride towards the upside and let money run and work for you. This is again slow as honestly. Let's see what else is going to regen. Also look at this chart, it's going towards the upside. We have grabbed some internal liquidity, now it's waiting for confirmations. We need a body open and close above this level on the daily or the weekly to confirm price wants to go higher. If so, we're going to look for nice buys on this stock. If there are any stocks, let me know. I can go easily over them, make a short analysis to see if it's worth the buy or worth the watch. Spotify, also interesting, entered over here. Same principle, look what happened, right? Principles are all the same. This is how we buy those stocks. PayPal down, I can see 3.7%. This is where I entered. We're up, bid and drawdown. Still believe this is high potential. Same goes for Zoom. Yeah, has been punished heavily by the market, as you can see, because they had privacy issues and data leaks. But slowly they're recovering. What happened? Body enclosure above this level. Comes into the area of entry. This is the area of entry and just rocketed off. Stocks are very easy to trade, especially because we hold them long term. So we don't have to trade them intraday. Be aware with Zoom call that this is an area where price can reject off. So this could be a nice area to take some profits off the table. It's that easy. Obviously, we also have some losing positions, don't get me wrong. Estee Lauder, some stock that I just went in. It's around break even. I entered around this area over here, so it's around break even, but it's last high, created the last low, body enclosure, open above this level. So I would be expecting price to go higher. You have to understand that price can reject this area. It could be. But that's the risk we take. In the end, we're risk takers. No risk, no rari, as they can say. This is just slow price action. We need to wait for some movements. We need to wait for some moves. Again, if you want me to go over anything, drop it in the chat. And we just take the stock or pair or whatever you trade, futures, and we're going to make an analysis. Look at this stock, it just flew off. Same principle again, same principle. This is how we buy our stocks, and this is how we make insane amounts of money, 400% outperforming many cryptos. Volkswagen, this was stock that's in drawdown for me, entered on this green thing, But yeah, you can clearly see that it's in drawdown. If it goes below this level, I might go out of the stock. Don't want to be on the ride all the way down. Volkswagen is losing a huge market in China because of all the electric vehicles and brands that are spewing out of the ground in China. So they have lost huge markets. So yeah, interesting. Still waiting for this. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if price wants to tap in, create some liquidity and just go higher. It looks like we have a bit of more of an aggressive day again, like yesterday. Crypto doing, Ethereum. It's not too bad, to be honest. Bullish range. Comes into an area of interest. It's a key level as well. Look at this. Key levels are a bit more important when it comes to crypto. It's less manipulated. As it is on Forex. Forex is as huge as manipulations by big institutions, hedge funds that trade it daily. I mean, there's a 7 trillion market in Forex. That's not even close in crypto. I don't know what the market cap is, but it's around 2 trillion, I think, ish. But all the alts are completely fucked. We need to see some more constructions going on Bitcoin. Had a nice entry over here, but obviously didn't run the whole ride. But it's still looking good. Most people are already panicking, but where do you need to panic? If price comes below this area, I think we could see 100k levels. This could be a nice buy opportunity again for Bitcoin if we break below this area. If we hold this structure, I think the market is still ready to push on. Look how extremely bullish we are for so long already, right? Everyone thinks every time we push back, which is a healthy retracement, that price will melt. Well, little do they know, right? Little do they know. What's the DXY doing? Not gonna lie, we're in the golden pocket, and I wouldn't be surprised. Look at the FIP, so-called FIP traders getting completely wrecked here because they're entering on longs, and I think price just will melt down, take out all those FIP traders, or first do a bullish break of structure to induce more buyers. It's either way, but I think the market will head towards the downside, especially with the government shutdown in the US. It has officially shut down. Pretty interesting. I think they had 53 of the Republicans in the Senate that voted yes, and 7 voted no for the bill. And that's just devastating, meaning that all government parties will not be paid till they fix the shutdown. This could be an opportunity. Anyway, we will be trading with the VIP in the Discord anytime soon. We will jump off the live stream from YouTube and go live with a VIP in my Discord. If you want to join, I have the links down below. The Discord has a free section and there is also a paid section for the VIP where I trade daily live. I always first do my start on YouTube, but then I'll always send in the trades live in the VIP. There is a delay on YouTube. You have to understand there's a 5, 6, 7 seconds delay, meaning that if I'm entering over here, you could already be late. That's why I'm going to send the trade always into the VIP section to make sure everyone in the VIP can have the same trade as me at the same time. But we will be trading live with the VIP anytime soon. I think we'll stick to here for 10 to 5 minutes more, and then I will close the live stream on YouTube and we'll head into the VIP section where we catch trades like this. Pretty obvious, right? Look at how clean that is. The strategy is, it's simple when you understand it, and I think you need to understand the market for what it really is. You need to understand narrative from higher time frame to lower time frame, understanding where liquidity is and how you can attack the other parties in the market. And if you understand that, trading becomes a hell of a lot easier. That's for sure. That's for sure. Again, anyone have a question or want me to make analysis on a pair, just let me know. For me it's easy to do. It might help you for the day to get an outlook where the market potentially is heading. These are my main pairs, including gold, that I love to trade, and where price action is just so clean. See if we can find 1 minute potential entries on EU. Oh yeah. Few unmitigated POIs here. Check if it's correct. Yep. We have one over here. If price decides to tap into one of these areas, for example like this, we tap into this area, price pushes down, takes this area of support over here, internal support, comes back into POI/supply, pushback. This could be our long, targeting the high of this supply over here. Could be pretty clean, but we have to wait, we have to be patient, and let's see if we can catch it in the live stream we're doing in the VIP section. If there is a trade now, obviously I would share it with everyone. That's obvious. By the looks of how the market is looking on the hourly on Geo, I think the market just wants to push up higher, but these lows are tricky. These lows are tricky. If we have candle closures like this, very often price wants to go and take them. We need to see those wicks. Let's see how that is looking on EU. A little bit better. We do have that little wick over here. You can see the difference. Both pairs are 86% aligned. So we always use we watch for minor differences on the pair where we can capitalize on certain movements. All right, this will be a potential entry where I'm going to look at. It's very aggressive, but I don't think the market will head down all the way to this area. It could be. We need to wait for perfect confirmations. But yeah, I will end the stream on YouTube and we'll go on in the VIP section to see if we can catch this trade. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will be tuning in tomorrow back again, and see you then. Cheers.